So we've just had this dropped off today. It's one at Lads Hunt Group. It's a Corsa GSI with a 2-litre 16 valve red top, which in my opinion is probably one of the best engines ever made. But I'm sure you'll all correct me and say that it's not. Anyway, yeah, it's very max power, very of its time, and it definitely gets a bit of a crowd around it every time we go to car shows and that. We look like a bag of Skittles, to be fair, when we're pulling up us lot in these vauxhalls, because I've got a pink one, this lad here's got an orange one, and another lad with like a greeny coloured one, so you know we're almost like a set of traffic lights. But yeah, this one's going to get a clutch in it today, so it's got a letterbox on gearbox on this, which is like an inspection plate underneath where you can actually get the clutch out down through that there rather than taking the gearbox out. So you just take the inspection plate off the end of the gearbox at this side, pull the spline out, and then drop the clutch down through the inspection plate basically. You've got to have the right tools for the job, because you can't just do it without the right tools. It's like some little clips that hold the pressure plate, so that it can fall out basically. I'll explain more when I get it on my ramp, which is going to be a job in itself, because as you can see, it's very, very, very low, and even if my ramp goes under there, which it won't, then there's a good 2-inch down from that side skirt to where the actual sill is. So if I were to lift that ramp now, with that where the sill is, it'll basically just crush that kit. So I'm going to have to jack the car up somehow, and then I'm going to put these on. I'm going to put these on ramps, obviously. So basically that'll go from there, which makes that higher. So then that bit there don't touch that side skirt once it's up in there. Yeah, it's going to be fun, this one. I'll open bonnet and I'll do a little bit of I'll let you have a look, see inside car and under bonnet and so on, and yeah, keep watching, guys. So we've got this Corsa ramp now. We've took that inspection plate off, so that's what they call a letterbox, or what I call a letterbox. I don't know if everyone calls it a letterbox, but that's what I call it. This flywheel here, it's the dished type, so you get a flat type and a dish type. This one's dish type, so we are not going to get that clutch out of that gap, unfortunately. We're going to have to take the box off, and it is what it is, to be fair. Never mind. It's got the obligatory oil leak of the C20. They all have it. My Nova's probably done 2,000 mile-ish on a rebuilt engine, and not even that leaks oil. They just leak oil for fun to these engines. They are a good engine. I think they're such a good engine. In fact, I'll put money on they're actually such a good engine because they've always got fresh oil in, because you're constantly having to top it up with new. Anyway, so yeah, underneath this car is actually quite clean for what it is. Somebody's undersealed it, which is a bad thing. I absolutely hate underseal. All it does is hide. But that's what people do when they want to sell things, I suppose. They cover it with underseal. Someone who doesn't know much about cars goes and looks and has a quick look underneath and thinks, oh, that looks fresh. But really, all it's doing is hiding rust, because it's a way of concealing things basically. And you know, if you're gonna buy a classic car, personally, I would avoid one with underseal on it. Wax oil's way forward, because wax oil's clear, and obviously you can see where it rusted. You know, if you're going to keep a car, you might as well clean it up. Obviously, you know, fix rusted shoes that it's got, clean it up, and then if you put wax oil on it, you can see where it's starting to rust again, if it does start to rust again. If you cover it in underseal, all underseal does is it gets chips and that in it, and the water gets behind it, and it just starts. I mean, look at this here. I don't know what that's about, but it looks like someone might have put a plate or something on there. I think that's being plated. But yeah, it just hides a multitude of sins, does underseal. So if you can avoid buying cars with underseal on, you know, avoid it. I'm going to take this box out now. So I'll get this on camera now. We'll take this box out. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just the job of today. So we've got bonnet up. I'll give you a quick tour of a red top engine. So obviously, this is a Vauxhall engine. 16 valve, 2 litre, one of the best engines in my opinion ever produced. I know a lot of people will argue with that, but bang for buck, these they used to be a cheap engine. They're not anymore. They're very expensive, to be fair, for what they are now, especially the turbo variant of it, which is a C20xe. Anyway, so this particular engine, they come with two different kinds of cylinder heads. They come with a Cosworth developed cylinder head, and they come with a GM developed cylinder head. Now this one's a GM, and you can tell it's a GM because, well, not only does it say GM there, but I think even Cosworth will say GM there, to be fair. That core plug there, on a Cosworth one, they do not have that core plug. They developed it to cool different, and I believe GM runs some sort of metal pipe through an aluminium head, and what happens over time is that pipe goes porous, starts to rust, whatever, and then you start to get oil in your header tank, and that is due to this Vauxhall designed head having issues, basically. So the Cosworth one don't do that. From what I'm told, I could be wrong, but that's generally what I've been told over years. So yeah, it's just a Bob standard red top, to be fair. Obviously, it's got your 4-branch, which all red tops come with, I believe. Not sure what air filter that is, but it's K&N. K&N, so it's got a good air filter on it. Good for 150,000 mile, apparently, these air filters. That's what they say on box anyway, whether that's true or not. But yeah, overall, it's a clean old car, and yeah, someone's looked after it, haven't they? What we're going to do now, we're going to take this gearbox out because it's got the wrong kind of flywheel on it. I think I might have already said. So, gear linkage, couple of wires, cable. I might just try and move it to the side a bit, but I think it's going to have to come out, to be fair, because it's probably just going to be easier all around. So drive shafts have got to come out, gear linkage has got to come off, and there's about 6 bolts, I think, that all box to engine. Yeah, we'll crack on with that now. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to take the speedo cable off, 22mm. Take clutch cable off, this top wire here, and then I think we're going to go underneath, shafts out, so on and so on. These clutch cables, pretty much you can just, can't do it with one hand, but you can pretty much just pull that out there, slip it off the end, like that, take that out there, and that, well, basically, it'll come out, is off. So obviously, took it out of the way for now. As easy as that. Same with that. I've already broke that off. It's just, so I've already broke it off. I broke it off. It didn't want to move still. But yeah, this just screws off. Pretty simple. It's all basic mechanics. This stuff. Not an hard box to do on these. Not like some modern stuff where you've got chassis legs and subframes in there. It's quite a simple job. Right, that's your speedo cable off, so you've got a little wire in there basically that spins, and that little thing there spins it. On Astra GTs and that, with digital clocks, we've got an electric module there rather than the cable like that. Yeah, I'm going to put it on a tripod, and I'll go underneath now and start doing a bit underneath. I'm going to pull these wheels off now, so we can get to the castle nut on drive shaft, and then we're going to take drive shafts out. We're going to catch oil. We might even just put some fresh oil in for him. Never know. Mac do a better impact gun than Snap-on, just in case anybody's wanting to know what's the better impact gun. Mac are better than Snap-on. I've got a Snap-on one, and to be fair, it couldn't knock out a good wank, never mind knock off a good wheel nut. So yeah, we'll take this castle nut off here, and then we're going to take the, I don't know if we're going to take ball joint out, or if we just take that big bolt out from there. I think we'll just undo ball joint off it. We won't take it out. It's basically, it's got 2 nuts underneath that hold the ball joint to the arm. We'll take them off like that. We can pull that shaft out then. I'll get that on video as well. So I will be back in one momento. So we're going to take these 2 bolts out here, which hold this ball joint basically. You can take the ball joint out of there. It's 1 bolt, but you risk damaging this when you're trying to get it out and you're messing about. just undo these two here, this will come out, job's a good one. We're not interfering with that then, so we're not going to damage that dust cover out like that. So it's basically just a case of the 19mm, both of them 19mm. And just put a spanner up top and knock on the bottom. It's out, just like that. And again there. And then you should be able to pull these bolts out. Like that, and that will come out, and that shaft end will come out. Just pull that steering around. So shaft's out now. Obviously we've got to take it out of Gearbox, but yeah, quite simple really. We'll take it out of the Gearbox. Get the camera over there. I think on these you've got to basically put a little bit of a pry bar. You pop it out because we've got like a C-clip on the end of them. But yeah, we'll get that out, and then it's just same on the other side. So I won't bother recording upside because it's same again, just a longer drive shaft. And then I think I'll drain oil out of this rather than trying to catch it when it comes out, when drive shafts come out. I think I'll drain oil, do it like that because I don't want it all on my fork before, so that's what I'm going to do now. So what a lot of people do with these split pins, when they're trying to get them out, is to straighten that up there, and then they try to push it out, get some pliers on there, blah blah blah. The best thing to do, get a pick, put it in the end of it, give it a little tap till it goes in, bend it out like that, put your pick on there, and just pull it out. It straightens it up, and you can knock that back straight and use it again if you want to. So yeah, that is one thing that I used to try and do, straighten them up, try and pull them out with some pliers, mess about, but really it is a case of just having a good pick and you can knock them straight out. And then this should just, there's no what to call it in that there. Somebody has not put what they call it back in that. So basically when they don't put these screws back in, the old disc to there, yeah, disc spins. You just got to put a nut back in any hole, as long as it holds it so disc can't spin, and you can alt disc and that's that basically off. So yeah, just same again, we're going to undo them bottom bolts and go from there. What we're going to do, this anti-roll bar, I'm going to undo it from front here and take it off because I'm looking and I'm thinking it's going to just get in my way when I come to drop in that box. I'm going to just hold it when everything goes all over the floor. When you do stuff like this, keep your floor clean because then you can find your nuts and bolts when they drop all over, and I'm very bad for dropping nuts and bolts all over the place. Right, so again, you should just be able to, if you turn your steering so your track rod's out, it gives you more pull on this when you're trying to get it out. So we'll take that shaft out of there now, get that washer off, and that shaft will just come out just like that. So that's that out of the way now. So basically them shafts are ready to come out. We're going to take this tie rod off now, not tie rod, sorry, anti-roll bar. So this anti-roll bar is literally, let's see if we can get it up there. You've got two bolts there, the captive on top, so I don't need to put a spanner on, literally 15mm bit look of it. There's three of them, undo them, and then this full thing here will come down, which will make it a lot easier for me to drop that box because obviously it won't be way then. So yeah, stay tuned on I'll get these out now. Be quick. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll just pick up the nuts and bolts off the floor. Nuts and bolts off the floor. I'll find a 15, which will probably be that one, just like that. I'll take them out. No wires and all fastened to it, because people do like to do some strange things. It's a bit rustic there. Oh, somebody's put a different bolt in that one. If that's got the wrong. Now, a lot of time these can snap, so even for the whole world of pain, then I'll put some copper slip on these when I put them back in, because it just makes it a bit easy for the next man when he comes along to rectify the wrongs that I'm doing now. I think that possibly might have a ball top. I'm just going to get a 16 because I reckon that's what that is. See if I can find one. I don't think that's one. I think that's a 17 for some reason. Yeah, probably even there. Let me just get that 15 and see if it'll knock on, because it could be a case of just no, it definitely looks like a 16. I don't know. Let's just try and knock that one. The last thing I want to do is round any of these off. Definitely a 16, is that 1,000,000% a 16. So all sockets that I'm using, I'm leaving out and I'm lining them up as I go, because that way I don't have to look in the toolbox for them again when I've done, which is always a bonus. I don't think, where's my 16 now? I don't know if I've got a 16 in this box. I might have to go get one out of her. Should have, but it's a guessing game. Anyway, I'll pause it there for now and I'll go get a 16mm, because yeah, hunting for tools is a big part of my job. Right, I found a 16, but even that I had to knock over, so anyway, let's see if it will do. Right, so that's not got a captain up top, so that's probably why it's a different bolt, because something's gone wrong some point in the past, and obviously someone's got to put a nut and bolt through rather than. So we'll try find let's go for a 16 span at the start way on top, because you never know, they might have actually used the same size top and bottom. Oh, they actually have as well. My days, how about that? Usually when you do stuff like this, you'll have a 16 at bottom and a fucking 25 at top, because you know people just fuck about. So you can see now that's off hook. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my joint float, I'm going to put it on my foot and drop it. I'm going to take it out just like that. Now you can see now how much room I've got there now to get that gearbox out. Loads of room. So I'm going to start undoing gear selector now. Start taking gear selectors off, and I'm going to take these shafts out. I'm going to drain the oil as well, so one moment. Right, I'm back. What I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to just, you see this here is the gear selector bar. I'm just going to put a line down there, like that, so I know how far it needs to go on, and then I'm going to put a line across there, so I know where it needs to go back to. So you can set these by putting them in reverse, and then you put box in reverse, and so on and so on. But it's never quite right. So I am going to try and get that back to exactly how it is there, and then hopefully the gears will be exactly as they should be, because it is literally just a rod that goes into this here, and if you don't set it in the right place, you end up with gears all over the place. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry. While I'm letting that dry, I'm going to pull shafts. There's a variety of different ways that people do shafts on these. They've got like a C-clip on the actual end of the shaft, what opens a bit. So I've started moving it about a bit. What I'm going to do I'm going to put that on there like that, up against there, and I'm just going to get a good old that is out. Now, that's how I do them. Whether you're supposed to do them like that or not, I don't know. I've never had any issues. Oh, lovely, look at all that beautiful oil. So we're going to drain box, but it turns out drain plug is right next to that mount there. And it looks like a bulky mission to get to. That oil seen better days, isn't it? Look how lovely and silver is that. So I'll be recommending to owner that we change that oil, to be fair, because let me just try and get you down there and I'll show you that oil is coming out and it looks very silvery. Yeah, you see how silver in that? Ah, that's what you call somebody doesn't know how to drive. Anyway, let's just hope out of all this that it is actually a clutch that's gone and it's not the gearbox that shot itself, because it could end up being gearbox that shot itself, to be fair. It's going all over my torch. Look at that, beautiful. This is a life. This is a life. Right, so we've been on this about 3/4 of an hour now, so we're not making bad time, to be fair. Once all the shaft's out, we can take the mounts off and we can lower it down a little bit and pretty much pull the box off. So yeah, you need to remember to take the surf off as well when you're dropping these gearboxes, because a number of times I have forgot to take these earths off and then you end up with a fucking gearbox floating around on there. That is you know, I'm going to take it off that body, I think, because so basically that's a bolt that goes through there, and then the air strap goes on, and then another nut goes on top of that to fix it in. But trying to undo them. You know, somebody's bodged shit out of this. Yeah. I'm going to do it from there. I'll have to go get a spanner. Never mind, it is what it is. I'll put that back on, so don't forget. Can't get that out because basically what someone's done is to put a bolt through there and then they've welded some plates in there to strengthen this front cross member up, and they've blocked that bolt in. So I'll get a spanner on that. It's the problem when you've got so many spanners, you can't find a spanner. Got one now, right? But yeah, you know when you've got a drawer full of spanners and you ain't got no holding on spanners, you can't find a spanner. I'll get it on there because I think that's going to be where. I might have end the problem to take it all the way out. Let me just see if I can break that. I need to get it out enough to get that spanner on. There we go. Right, we'll go get a shorter 13 so I can actually get in. Now, which edge you on that? Hold that. So we are winning now. Well, I say winning. Oh, just drop. Oh, will you know it? Oil all over my head. Well, who needs air gel when you've got oil all over your head? I'll tighten that back up once I get it out. Why is it so long? I don't know. So, I don't know what. The amount of times in the past when I was a wee nipper playing with these cars, I forgot to take that earth strap off there, and I've dropped gearbox, and before I had a ramp, I've done it on floor, I've dropped gearbox, and it turns out it's got an earth strap holding it up still. Yeah, it turns into a whole world of pain. Anyway, that's off. We're almost out of oil now, gearbox. I'm going to put some rags in there just to stop it dripping on me when I start undoing other things. But so next job, we're going to take probably going to take that back mount off there, and then we'll go up behind there and we'll undo them bolts that hold it boxed together. Well, that hold it boxed to engine. The last bolt I'm going to take out is going to be this bottom one here, because then that way I know that it's not going to fall on me. But I've already undone 3 at top. There's one just above start motor. Well, no, there's one that goes through start motor from this side, bolts in there, and then there's 2 then that go into actual engine. So like I say, I'll leave that one there into last, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the engine. What's it like? It's like what are they called now? Yeah. Anyway, it's basically a stand, but it's like what they use in building. I can't remember what they're called. I'm waffling on now. But yeah, put that there. I'll put my gearbox jack under this when I start to think, and it should by rights just pull off, turn a little bit, and drop down. But we're going to find out, aren't we? Because yeah, we all know that's not going to happen, don't we? So that's what I'm going to take out now, and then I'm going to take this off altogether just to get it out of the way. It's on the 3 bolts. So I've put some cloths in there just to stop that gearbox oil dripping all over me. So I'm hoping that'll do the job for now. That looks like I'll say 15. We'll say 15 and we'll go from there. So we'll get a 15. I hope, and it is. Bloody hell, I'm good at this today. It's only a guessing game. Right, so 15. And what size we got on the other side? I would say that's probably a 17. So now we were saying a minute ago that people put odd bods in. Well, this is an odd bod. Well, that's a 17. That's a 15. That's gone. So push that up and get that out. Probably have to use the gearbox jack. What I'll do is I'll just move the oil that way for now, because we all know that oil's going to go all over the floor when I kick it by accident. Come on. But these gearbox jacks are absolutely fucking useless. Wheels on them are shite. Right, so get that out there. So this engine's effectively held in by these gearbox engine. So when I let that down now, that's going to go way down, but it's going to give me a little bit of room to take the top bolts out from behind there. Let's see if I can pull you around the other side here, show you what I'm going to do. So now, shoot there a bit. I've undone that 13 there on that. I've undone it now because that's dried. I'm going to take that off. Usually the best way to do that when you want to get that bar out, put the gearbox in gear, yeah, from top, and then go inside the car and just jiggle it a little bit and pull it out. But I'm going to take, I don't know if I'm actually going to bother taking it off, because I think, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take it off because that's holding that, and I can't be bothered having to take all that out of the gearbox. So I class that as done. We'll take the bolt out there, but just to take this gearbox into some sort of from here. I can't move it in a minute. Where's that pin? Now I'm going to have to go up top and do that. I'll be back in 1 minute. So effectively what I've done now, gearbox jack under there, put it on there. That's holding box now. I've undone that back mount obviously. I've got that gear selected out. I forgot to press go on record, but yeah, what I've done, because I took that back bolt out there, it had effectively jammed that gear rod up, which I knew it did that anyway, because I've done it a million times and I still forget. So basically where we are now is there's just that, literally that one bolt in there, and that's holding that thing. I'm going to take that front engine mount off now, and then that gearbox will basically be floating, other than obviously being held on by the thing. So I'm just waiting for next order to come so I can go bother with. It's an acro, that's what I was thinking. So at building sites, use acros to hold walls and that up, which is effectively basically what I'm going to be using now to hold the engine up. Yeah, and then we're going to, basically we'll be out with that gearbox, and then it's a case of taking clutch off, seeing where we are. The stand is in, holding engine up. The stand is in, holding gearbox up. I'm going to pull that mount off there now, this one. And then that gearbox is essentially going to be floating and held in by that one bolt there. So, yeah, let's crack on and see what happens. So again, these bolts here are 15s. So we'll get a ratchet and we shall break the bolts, and then we shall put this power ratchet on it, because it's just faster. One, fucking two. Now you can leave this on, to be fair, but I like to just get everything out of the way, so I don't have to struggle trying to get it back up there. And then we'll get this big old power ratchet thing. They're quite good, these, but they don't tighten things up as much as, sorry, they don't do things as much as what you'd think. You still need to break quite a lot. There we go. Just like that. So now that's off. That is a 19, I think. Yep. So we'll try and do that with this big ratchet. This power ratchet, you never know. Might work, might not. This camera's going to be well away when I. That's what I mean. I'm not right good at knocking things off. Well, I'm not really designed for that, to be fair. Right, she's moving now. She's moving, essentially. There we go. Got the fucking bolt ratchet stuck, because it bolt. And then you little sausage. Right. So, here we go. This is where fun starts. I'm going to try get this on film. I'm just going to keep rolling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move you out of the way, put you over here, and then I'll tell you about you being a bit wonky. I'll see if I can drop it down and roll it out on camera. So I need to pull it off of there. And then we'll lower it down a little bit. I'll lower it down a bit more. Well, I've got to do a nice balance that on there. While it comes down. Don't let it go. That's the main thing. Once it comes down enough, can pretty much pick it off there like that. Put it on the floor. Just like that. Oh ho ho! She's out. So now we are gonna undo that clutch. We're gonna see if it is a clutch or if lad's down for the gearbox. Someone told me, I can't remember who it was, one of the lads on group says that they were being silly doing wheel spins and stuff. So let's just hope that it won't be silly in doing wheel spins and breaking gearboxes. You know what I mean? Because that'd be a bit boo-boo, wouldn't it? Just let it press you off as you go around, basically. Quite long it is. I think that's what you get when you've got the call it flywheels on. These longer, these quick ones. I would say that clutches. I don't know now. Let's find out. I'm nearly there. Come on, baby. Long bolt. Right, I'll come. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is fucked. So basically what he's done here is I would say chances are, looking at that, he was doing wheel spins and being silly, and he's destroyed his clutch. The plate don't even actually look that bad, to be fair. I mean, it's not brand new, but it's not that bad. But yeah, I think what he's done there is he's been dropping that clutch and giving it wheel spins. Silly boy. And this release bend doesn't sound so good either. So probably due to be changed. But yeah, you can see this flywheel here. It's got this big dish on it. Well, on the ones that don't have that dish, you can drop, like I say, you can drop that clutch straight down from the bottom. But obviously this one, because it's got that dish, can't do it like that. So never mind, it is what it is, isn't it? Nice genuine LUK clutch, auto vox, £115, brand new, off shelf, straight away, delivered. Can't go wrong with that, can you? So yeah, if you need help, give these guys a ring. This is it's not a sponsored video or all that, but they have got everything that you need, and the Bradford base as well. So yeah, give them a ring, man. Cheap. So what I do like to do, I've had to order this clutch kit off of a Vauxhall Cavalier, reg that one of my old cars back in there. But what I like to do, I like to just make sure that they fit on spline before I fit that clutch to flywheel, and then try and get the gearbox back in, and then find out that it don't fit on that spline. I just check. It was something that I used to forget to do an awful lot back in there, and then I'd be fucking struggling with the gearbox for ages, and then it turned out that it was wrong spline or whatever. Anyway, yeah. So if you want the clutch kit, 3-piece clutch kit, auto vox, give them a shout. They'll be able to do you a bit of a discount as well, I would have thought. I've got account, so it's all on account. I don't have to pay until a month or whatever, which is always good because it makes you feel like you're earning loads of money until it comes to end of month and you've got to pay them. But yeah, anyway, this flywheel looks all right. There's no, it don't feel like it's ridged out like that, so I'm assuming that it just wants a quick clean. So I'm going to get some brake cleaner, just give that a quick once over, just get rid of all contaminants and so on, and then we shall get that clutch fit and put the gearbox back in. A little wiggle and just get them in. It just helps. It's a long video, this, isn't it? Come off, my glove. Right, so start again. Start again. Basically, what we're doing is opposites. I'm just putting a bit of pressure on it, and then we'll start tightening it right down. So now we'll go right down with these ones. You can see now that's how that's come away from there. Look, if I slacken that off, push that in, that'll come out, and that'll be perfect centre. So we'll go around that now with a proper ratchet and lip it up, just so we know it's tight, and then that will be a good job, or a job well done. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lock this flywheel up with this bar, and that, I mean, it doesn't need to be locked up too much. I'll just put a bolt through there. Like I say, it's not going to be no pressure really, but I just need to do it without it spinning on crank. Because obviously that little ratchet ain't good enough to tighten these up, because it's got plenty more to go. Alright, so that's that tight. See, now it's got a bit of a gap there now where it can be pushed in before, pulled all that in. So yeah, basically what happens, when you press your clutch, it moves that fork and it pushes your release bearing onto this, and then pins all come out, which pull the plate away, so then the clutch can free spin basically, which obviously takes, the clutch has got a spline on, which goes to the gearbox, which creates drive basically. So we're going to try and get this box up now. I don't know if I'm going to try and do this box on camera because I don't really want you to see me struggling, but we'll have a go. Here goes nothing. I've normally got a lad here who works with me, but he's having a bit of time off, so, well, I say he's having a bit of time off. I don't know if he's having a bit of time or if he's just finished working with full stop. And I haven't said out yet, but hey ho. Right. Let me tell you, they are not light in the slightest. So that bolt there is going to be the first one to go back in, just like it was the last one to come out. And hopefully it'll go straight on pretty much. It won't, but hopefully it will. You know what I mean? We can all hope. We know it won't, but nice if it did, wasn't it? Nice if it did. It'll just turn that bit, I think. I've got it quite on that stand right. Must be somewhere like there, I think. Carry on going up. Carry on going up and up and up. Off there. Yo, that didn't work like I planned it to. Let's take the weight with that. Get that spline there. Once it goes in that spline, it was something like, I think. Whoa, yo. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Wow, it's heavy that. Come on, the ass sausage. Fucking hell. Just need that back under there. Take some of that weight, I think. I'll take that back down a second. Because that's right. That was action. So, round 2. Basically, just need to get it on spine. Once we're on spine, we're laughing. It's just an heavy box for me to do on my own. Like I said, I don't know how to do this on my own, but here we go. Try again. Get down here. Right. Let's go over to my coat. Get off. Wow, that is heavy. Well, it is heavy when you try to lift it. Try again. Come on, you. Lose your told. Just hold that there a sec. You can see where that needs to be. Needs to be up there now. Wow, it's heavy as that. Beautiful. Right. Get that down there. Get down there. Like that. Right, so something like that now. We don't clutch, but we just need to get spline on. That glove's no good, is it? Just like that. Sit there for a second while I get my bearings back together. I do get the torch as well, to be fair. So, I'll just grab a torch. So I can see in there, know where I am. That heavy. The struggle that people don't see you go through as a mechanic, eh? Yeah, my dear. The struggles that they don't see you go through, eh? So sometimes it is a good and sometimes it is a shit. So that gap there, look, that's got to go all the way up to there. I'm going to try and put a spine in there. It might go straight in, it might not, but we'll find out, won't we? So basically I need to be pushing the end of here, moving it about a bit. And we can try and get it on. Come on, baby. Let me just take that up a little bit. Try that box so you can go straight onto it. There we go. I don't know if that's gone on or not. It feels like it might have done. That's the heck. There's the heck. Yeah. Come on, baby. So we know it fits because we've had that clutch on, so we know the clutch fits. So it is just a case of literally getting that spline into place, which is sometimes easier said than done. But yeah, anyway, I shall progress. It's just hard work when you're on your own. I'm not a million miles away. They're just a bit back end heavy, these boxes. So this is why I like to take Hey, we'll go. Sometimes, like I say, they go on easy. Sometimes they fucking don't. So, we need to just go around with that box a bit. It's got some bit on this bolt. Once you get one bolt in, job's a good one. You can see now, put my body warmer on, I'm sweating like mad. Because that would heavy. Right, I'll do for now. I'll get rest of bolts in and there we go. Yeah, didn't take long to be fair to get it on. Sometimes my days it's a mission, other times it'll just go up straight on, no messing about. Anyway, so you can see now, I don't know if you can see in there, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see in there a little bit. You can see how that release bearing pushes on that clutch to disengage it. So what I'll do is I'll get a couple of bolts and I'll put a clutch cable on. I'll just press it just to make sure we've got a clutch, and then we'll go from there. The clutch looks exactly the same, or looks exactly the same as what I've taken out. But I've just put cable on now to see if I've got a pedal. Yeah, and you can see up there that release bearing has got loads of movement compared to what it should have. So obviously that plate is not coming out as far as it should. To me, that says that that plate is wrong. So I'm going to have to take the gearbox back out again. God, fucking love it. Anyway, I'm going to do that off camera because I can't be asked to try to record all that. I'm going to take gearbox back out, take clutch back off, and I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to have to do because I need to order it through reg, and I don't have a reg for this car. Obviously, this clutch doesn't belong to this car because this engine doesn't belong to this car. So I might have to sift through tinterwebs off some part numbers and see if I can find the right one. I'm not sure if that's going to make this car done today or not, but it needs to be off my ramp really. But it is what it is, isn't it? So, box out again. I've just gone and got another clutch. The slightest difference in the thickness of the pressure, not pressure plate, the clutch plate. I had to give them a Astra GSI reg plate this time. Anyway, you know I was saying a minute ago, well earlier, that the oil goes in the thing. Well, there you go. There's a prime example. Looks going from top, but it's got a load of oil floating around at the bottom. That's because of these cylinder heads. They're just different to Coscast ones, so that's what happens. Right, so what I'll do, I'll record my chat, get this box in again, because no doubt you'll have all found it quite funny. So I might as well let you let you watch the pain again. Right, so here we go. Here goes nothing. Right, it's just so fucking heavy. Yeah, same right place on the stand. Job a lot easier, won't it? Right, so here we go. You never know, this time might go straight on there. You never know. Wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Ideally, I'd want to be around the other side where you are with that camera. Basically, I'd rather be stood here, but obviously I can't stand there because I've got a camera there. So we'll do it like this and we'll go from there. Oh, God, my days. Hopefully, this time it'll go on just really easy, and you'll see what I mean by sometimes they go on really easy, sometimes they don't. Hopefully this time I'll just fall on. You never know. So let me just, let's think ready, wait a minute. So I want to be seeing where that's going now or not. Right. So the problem is, they're just back end of it. I can't see. Get to there. No. Let's see where. Oh, let's to go up a little bit, I think. That. And then, hopefully, we're almost there. Take it up a little bit on that. Give it a little wiggle. Like so. I'll go straight on. Like that. So, that's what I want about when sometimes I want really easy. Sometimes I don't. Anyway. As soon as I just need to get that. Yeah, lower that down a tad. That goes in there. Try again. So hopefully what I'll do again, I'll put 2 bolts in, one front, one back, put clutch cable on and just give it a clutch a feel, make sure we've got tension, because if we don't have no tension, obviously it's not going to work. So yeah, I'll just get a bolt in front and back again. See how easy it went on that time. It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes we're going really easy, sometimes we don't. So, hopefully now, just pull you over here a minute, up there, and that, you can see that release bearing up there. Hopefully, see now look, that there, straight on it. So I know now that that's well further back, that arm there, that arm there is sat well further forward now than what it was before. Last time it sat right far back, this time it sat right far forward. So now when I put clutch cable on, I know that that's going to be good to go basically. So I'll do that now and I'll be back in a minute. So essentially, because we're working on Frankenstein's car, which is obviously a car that's it's not a genuine engine for this car, it makes the job a little bit difficult when you're trying to get parts and stuff. I don't think that's for there, but I shall find out. Figured that one out then. Basically what I've done is I've put the long one back and not the front, so we found it. The other 2 foot arms, and obviously the other ones are for the top ones are at the top, so that's why we couldn't find them. So now we shall put this mount back on. We'll get one in there if we can, and then we'll get one in the other thing. We can jack it up and lower it down to get them other 2 in. I'll just put that there. We'll get my 15. So I'll put that one in there. Oh, for fuck's sake, no, what? Ah! Oh, caught that. Oh, how about that? Actually caught it. Right, so do it again. There you go, come on, fucking get it in there or what? There we go. Right. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. I just can't see now when there's cameras up there. I need to get to where that camera is. So, and 3 in there. Don't need to tighten the motor up just yet because I want to jack it up and wiggle it about to get them two in. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to jack it up a little bit. And I've still got a bit of movement in that, so I can find that hole like that. Find that hole like that. Now we know that they're all in, we can tighten them up. So move this these if we can. There's one for them, but then we'll nip it a little bit with a ratchet because obviously this it does actually tighten them up quite tight, to be fair. The other problem is with these ones, it's just free play, look. So you can't actually use it like a ratchet once you've tightened it, which is a bit daft, to be fair. Because if you could use it as a ratchet, you could get a bit of leverage on it. It's quite a big ratchet, isn't it? It would be. Right. Yeah. We don't need to check them ones. We know that they're going to be mega tight with that knocker gun, so we don't need to check them. We'll put this strap back on. Tighten it up, make sure it's tight. Essentially I want this to be a little bit lower, but if I hold it where it is now, tighten it up, and then when I do final nip, I'll probably pull it round anyway. There you go. Like that. Sweet. So probably we'll put an inspection plate back on now, and then we'll think about putting drive shafts and stuff back in. So yeah, that's where we're at. These are 11 mils on these hand up, on what they call it, to be fair. Hand up flywheel, which is a bit, I don't know why, not flywheel, sorry, on pressure plate. They're 11s rather than being 10s. There must be a reason behind it, but I don't know what it is. So I don't have a, come on. It doesn't have a plate on there for some reason. It should have, but I ain't taken it off, so it must have been lost over the course of, come on man, these gloves are a nightmare when you try to do little tiny bolts like that. Anyway, where is my where's my little ratchet gone? Pissing ratchets, man. Found it without ramp. So these, you can use this like a ratchet. This is a, this is a bit better than that big one. That big one's got no, you tell me what, no, I can use it as a ratchet. Not big and you can't. Don't make sense to does it? But anyhow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one out of the way for now, and I'm going to put that back gearbox bolt in, and then I can take this off. I'll use that now to manoeuvre it about. I'm going to get in there here later. Tighten that and that. Ooh. Ooh. There we go, that is in. So we're on alt mounts again now. We can obviously take this out way. Which is a good thing because now I don't have to fucking keep walking around it. So essentially now we are on putting these drive shafts back in. Can't do it. Wait. I can't get it. You're in the way. You are in the way. Go. Just like that. Right. That's that one in. Obviously, that's got to go in there, not. Fucking hell. Turn that wheel like that. Back in there like that. Right, so yeah, there's obviously anti-roll bar. Fasten back on there. That one's in. Get that out now. Put that on floor where it needs to be. I think what it is, because I usually use them drive shafts as like its own little hammer. With them having a little bit of play on them. But it's a bit high. It's a bit awkward. Just like that. Put that back in there. Just like that. Put that back in there. Just like that. Right, so both them shafts are in now. I'll fasten ends up and then I'll fasten ends up and then we'll so like this ain't got what they call it either. This ain't got a thing in either, so we're gonna have to move that to where it needs to be like that lot. Somebody's not bothered to put screws back in these discs when they've changed them. Most of the time it's because they're a fucking pain in the ass to get out to start with. So anyway. Didn't have a split pin in this side, and I don't have none to hand because I've run out. So it won't be getting the split pin back in it. I tend to find all these knocker guns tighten up to what they need to be. As long as the battery's charged up knocker gun, we'll go as tight as we need it to go. So there's no bollock in there still. Same again. Sorry, I'm looking about, but this side did have a split pin in it. So this side we'll be getting one back in it. Bring it over here because I can't see nothing. And I need my light. And my light's joined to this. So you see now what? We're there. So we're going to put the split pin back in. A little bit of jiggity poke at it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll straighten it up first. I'll straighten it up. Make it a bit easier to get in white. Put it on there. Give it a little tap. Oh, that should straight back in just like that. Then just put that over there. That down there. And that is in. Right, so obviously now we've got to put the little bar back on, which is again 2-minute job. But it's not a 2-minute job when you try to hold it up. I'm sorry that for now. But as long as we can get a couple of bolts in to hold it somewhat like, we'll be alright, won't we? So we'll lift it up onto these arms like so. And we'll try and get a couple of bolts in here. Just to hold it. Just like that. Don't forget, one of these is a dodgy one, isn't it? It's got a one of these has got a nut on top, because obviously there's a reason for it, which is the captive on top's probably broke at some point. I think it was that one, so it must be this one that wants to. I know it's a bit boring, is this stuff in it, but it is what it is. You can't really make it exciting. And you can try. I'll tell you a joke, but I don't really know any, so. Why is it that one? Yeah. That one there definitely had a nut on top of it, and I wonder why. I think that might be threaded there. I'm going to put a nut back on top, even though it feels like it's going on, unless, of course, we've just put that on top to give it a little bit more, what they call it, a little bit more strength, but can't see himself. Anyway, we shall nip all these back up. These are all 15s, so well, other than that one there, that ain't the 15. That one had a bit of resistance against it then, didn't it? Where's that one? Where's that one? Yeah, that one there, that's the one that's got what they call on top in it. So we knew that anyway, didn't we? So 17, I think. Is there 17 or 16? I can't remember now. It might have been 16. So we'll try a 16. There we go. Just like that. Right, so now we've just got to put some bolts there back in. Yep. So these ones here, and we've got a washer on as well. There's a nut. They just come down. I can't see no one there. I'm going to pull them both down so I can get. That light is right in my eyes. Come on, you bloody thing. We'll have to take the glove off. Get this torch. That torch there, so I can actually see what I'm trying to do, because like I say, that light is right in my eyes. There we go. Once that one's in, that one will just follow. Just like that, bro. And then we've got two washers. We've got two washers, one on top, one on bottom. Don't ask me why, because these should be locking heads, but they have, so that's what's come off it. That's what we'll put back on. I'm gonna need, I'll get another glove in a minute. I'm gonna see if I can get that on, but I think I might need to just tighten that up. To pull it through, I don't know, no. Tell you what, so yesterday it was absolutely freezing, and today it's absolutely fucking roasting. So, right, I'll knit them up. If I can find sockets for them. I think they're 19s. Just make sure that one's on there right. Yeah. That one's on there right. Yeah. Right. I'm just going to put a glove on because I need a glove. I hate getting my hands dirty. My wife apparently accuses me of coming home and putting dirty handprints all over light switches and around light switches. I don't think it's me, but apparently it is. So I won't argue with her, because if you argue with her, you end up getting a slap. Where's my 19 gone now? That's what I mean by it. How can I use tools, right? How can I use tools, put them down, and they're gone? Just don't make sense, man. I've not even been nowhere. And all my tools are here, right in front of my face. So how's it working? They've just gone missing. Right, that is that side back together. Now we're going to go to this side. We're going to try to do the same again. Bit of jiggly pokery. Okay, now this video is a little bit long. It's a little bit boring, but this is the real life of fitting shitty clutches in motors. You can't fake it. It just takes as long as it takes. Well, this side hasn't got two washers for some reason. It's only got one, so we'll just go back with the one. Oh, that seems to be a little bit. I think car's a little bit too high for me now. Lower it down a bit. Just can't actually see what I'm trying to do. Alright, better. So, put that in a minute. Put that there. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. These gloves really don't help when you're trying to tighten nuts and bolts together in a little spaces like this. They really don't help. But isn't it? It's hard trying to do things with camera there, because obviously when the camera's not in way, I can just spin around and look here and everywhere without having to worry about standing in front of the camera or whatever. But when camera isn't way, can't really do that, can I? So right, that's that side back together. That side back together. I'll go up top. Oh, I've got to do that gear linkage. I'll leave that gear linkage to last, because that's the most biggest pain in the ass. But yeah, I've got to go back up top anyway. So I'll I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll drop it down and I'll go up to the top. Would be nice to think that they were not wrong with that, but as you can see, look, it's beautiful and clear there. But like I showed you earlier, it's not. Anyway, so I put that what do I call it, clutch cable on, didn't I, earlier, so I could show you that it had some tension. I didn't show you, but we've got 3 bolts here. One goes in there, on the top. Longer one goes through box on starter motor, I believe. One goes there. One goes there. And that one goes there. Took my gloves off at the moment because my hands are getting really, really sweaty. So them gloves, they're good gloves, but they don't have to make your hands sweat. So I shall nip them up. If I can get in with this, might be better getting with this, to be fair. Then again, I might be better, so I'll find out. Yeah, I can't get that one with it, so I'll have to tighten that one up with a socket, which I shall go find in one momento. My day. So anyway, yeah, another thing as well, obviously this is a later XE engine because it's got a coil pack. So most of them, or early ones, are distributors. This has got a coil pack. My Nova's got a coil pack, but that's because it's on standalone management. But it is an early engine rather than one of these. Put that clip back on there while I'm at it. Right, I'll just grab a 19 to tighten that up. I'll probably just need to pull him up as well a little bit, just to make sure that there's something like. Well, like I say, that actually does a pretty good job when you let, you know, if you don't tighten that way up and you let it catch some speed. Yeah, it's not done there tight. If you let it catch some speed as it's sending them in, then you're laughing. So we need to get that gear linkage on. There's this cable to put back on, so might as well get that on now while I'm up here. If I can get it, bloody thing. Come back to me, come back to me. End's gone down there somewhere. I think my battery's going flat. My torch. I can't actually see this either. So I don't know how long it's took this so far, but it has took a little bit longer having to take that fucking gearbox back out again, obviously, because you're only supposed to fit them once, not twice, and this job wasn't even supposed to be a gearbox out job. It's supposed to be a inspection plate off, drop it down, and do it like that. But nah. Anyway. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think that's tight. Looks like it's got a bit of resistance there now. I'll just give it a a bit more of a nip. I don't want to nip it too much because it's a plastic cap on there that we're tightening. So anyway, I'm going to put some oil in it shortly. I'm not sure where the fill is, but I think it's at front. Sometimes filling through there. I think it's like about two and a bit litres. So yeah, we're somewhat like together now. Just need to put the wheels back on, do that gear linkage, and put some oil in it. So yeah, we're there, aren't we now? We've pretty much finished. So basically, I had to get it on. I didn't show me getting it on, but I had to lift up the back with jack, a piece of wood along bottom of spare wheel well. So I didn't just put a load of pressure in one place. Then I had to get my back legs under enough to be able to get jack under front, to lift front up to put them pieces of metal under, because it was so low I couldn't actually get my jack under front at all. And then obviously I could get my arms under, but what I've done now is I've put it down on them pieces there. I should be able to drive off them without it hitting out, but obviously I didn't drive it on because there was no clutch, so I couldn't drive it onto them pieces there because there was no clutch. Now it's got a clutch, I should be able to drive it off them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to jack it back up, get these axle stands out. I've joint gear linkage up, put it back in the same place, so I'm hoping, I haven't tried it yet, we'll find out now. Hoping yeah, something like is that. As long as all gears feel like they're there, which they do. Got to put some oil in gearbox yet, but anyway, yeah man, so far so good. Hopefully that clutch works. So all that's left to do now, I suppose, is drive it. Wow, she's a noisy girl. I think that speedo's working, that cable must have been right. Nah, I don't think it is. Anyway, we'll go for a little drive, make sure clutch is right, and then look at that cable. Oh no, it is in. Yeah, it is in. My bad. Just so everyone go fast enough. Yeah, she's a flying machine! She flies! She's a flying machine. Crazy car. Super fast. Fucking mega fast. Yeah, all gears that work, so we're alright at that, I think. It's alright, it's not bad. Just like that, we're done. 78,000 miles apparently this car's done. And it's got an airbag steering wheel for some reason, but I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, it's done. Ready to go. Clutch bike's about halfway. Put some new gearbox oil and that in it. All gears work. So yeah, with that, this is the end of the video. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't learn something, know what I can do about it, unfortunately. And I'll see you on the next one.